Now, those of you that are saying, oh, you're being ripped off in the market, no, I've confirmed these prices with locals. Price of food is super, super, super expensive. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the cost of living in Nigeria. Oh my god. And most importantly, the cost of food. Like, one of the things that really hit me when I moved to Nigeria, so I've been in Nigeria now, what's the date today? Today's the 9th of July. And I arrived in Nigeria on the 4th of July, so it's just over a month. One of the first things that hit me was the cost of food. So prior to this particular trip, I'd always been in Nigeria on vacation, either staying in hotels with family members. Didn't really ponder in too much into the shops to kind of like see what the cost of food was, just like snacks and things like that. But now I have, and I'm telling you, my God, there's some foods that I just stay away from. One of the biggest things that really like hit me was the cost of chicken, right? The cost of chicken. So I went to Calabar a couple of days ago, and I went into the Spa or ShopRite, I can't remember which one it was, and chicken, a whole chicken was 5,000 naira. 5,000 naira. Now, to give you a bit of perspective, the kind of like minimum wage here in Nigeria is about 30,000 naira per month, which is what a lot of people get. And chicken is costing 5,000 naira. Okay, that is over £5. £5. And I'm thinking to myself, how can anyone afford that? I think before I left the UK, chicken was probably, a whole chicken could be anywhere between like £3 and £5. So what I'm basically saying is, as of the time when I left the UK, the cost of chicken in Nigeria was pretty much the same as the cost of chicken in the UK, which is mad. It's absolutely mad. And this type of chicken that you're getting isn't like a fresh chicken. This is like a frozen chicken. And some people tell me that the cost of a live chicken, which is what everyone used to get, is 7,000 naira. It's just so expensive and it's so crazy. I mean, I just wonder how people can afford it. So for me, I don't buy chicken. I don't cook with chicken. It's just too expensive here. Whenever we want to go to have chicken, we tend to go to Chicken Republic and get chicken and chips or chicken and rice, and that's a treat for us because I am not shelling out 7,000 naira for chicken. It's just absolutely mad. So why is the cost of chicken so expensive? So I did a little bit of research and I found out it's due to the fact that there's like a bit of a scarcity. So basically, I have a friend, Grandma Gift. Some of you might know her. She's a YouTube star here in Uyo, Nigeria, and she used to keep chickens. And I spoke to her and I found out that she no longer keeps chickens. And so I asked her why it was, and she said the cost of chicken feed was through the roof, that it made it no longer economically viable for her to keep chickens. And so she stopped. And I think a lot of people are following suit. The cost of feeding them, maintaining them has just gone through the roof. And hence the consumer is like paying the price of this. And a lot of things that go into feeds, additives and things are obtained from abroad, from Russia, from Ukraine. And so basically with the economic climate and with what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, these type of additives are extremely, extremely expensive, and unfortunately Nigeria is paying the price of it. Another major factor that's affecting food prices is the political problems in the north, the terrorism, the insurgency. Farmers are absolutely petrified about going into their fields. They fear being killed, and as a result, they're just not producing. So the demand is exactly the same as it was, but the supply is so much lower. And all of this is having a knock-on effect on prices, And yeah, it's just really hard. Another thing that really hit me was the price of bread. So for like a standard loaf of bread about yay big, it's about anywhere from 600 to 800 naira for a decent loaf of bread. That is about a pound, £1. Above £1 to £1.20, and that yet again is the same cost of bread as the UK. And I can tell you that the quality of bread in the UK is a lot better. But in Nigeria, they're paying exactly the same price for a lot more inferior quality of bread. And yet again, that's due to the crazy prices in of wheats, which most of the wheat that is in Africa is actually imported from Russia and the Ukraine yet again. So you're seeing what's happening here. Lots of things are being imported. There's problems with farming because yet again, additives for fertilizer are being, what's the word? They're being procured from abroad. And again, we're feeling the knock-on effect. I am not into agric. I'm not into economics or anything like that. So I wouldn't be able to say how we can solve this problem. But all I can say, things are tough. And I remember before I left to come here, people were telling me things were expensive. And I was thinking that they meant expensive for Nigerians. But no, things are expensive, even for people that are coming from the Western world. Another thing that I normally eat on a daily basis when I'm in the UK is an apple. Apples are super expensive. I went to one market and they were selling apples for 200 naira each, right? 200 naira each. That's just less than 50 pence. That is so expensive. So that would mean like for Valerie, myself, and Isaac to have an apple, just one apple each per day, would cost us about £1. That is like, wow, that's super expensive. But on a happier note, some of the things that still seem quite affordable are all the leaves, which is great. I'm an Ibibio girl, and we have lots of leafy dishes. We have afang, we had editan, we have bitter leaf. These are super cheap and affordable, but unfortunately the proteins aren't. Fish is expensive. Fish is really expensive. Again, when I went to the market, one fish, what fish was it? I think it was, what fish was it? I can't remember the name of the fish. I will remember, but the fish was yay big, and it was like 600 naira per piece. Now, those of you that are saying, oh, you're being ripped off in the market, no. I've confirmed these prices with locals. Price of food is super expensive. The fish that's not so expensive is the panela fish. I'm not sure what that is called in English, but it's the same fish that stockfish is made out of. The dried version, I've been able to get kind of like 3 pieces of dried fish for about 600 naira, so I've used that quite a lot to cook soup. But one really does need to watch one's pocket when they are going to the market, because prices are just absolutely crazy. Prices are crazy. People are really finding it hard. Beans are expensive, rice is super expensive, and it's not always easy to get the kind of quality of rice that I'm used to in the UK. Local rice, we have it here. I haven't really been able to find basmati rice in the market whatsoever, other than a few supermarket stalls, like ShopRite and things like that. But yeah, that brings me on to another thing. A slight deviation, but again, it's about the cost of food in Nigeria. So I've been to a few supermarkets, ShopRite, Spar, Abano, and I've noticed that there's quite a few products from UK supermarkets. I'm talking about Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Asda, things like that. And I know that they're from these supermarkets because it's Tesco's own brand or Sainsbury's own brand. And I was like, oh wow, nice. And sometimes you'll find things like Heinz baked beans and things like that. And so I've gone to kind of think, maybe I'll have those, or biscuits or whatever. And then I look at the sell-by date, and they are like 1 or 2 months away from the sell-by date. Now, normally in the UK, when things are short date, they get sold at like more than like 50% of the price, 75% of the price. But if it gets too close to the date, people generally don't buy it. So many of the things that we're finding that are imported from other countries like the UK in Nigerian supermarkets are actually things that are well past the sell-by date that people would buy things for in the UK. Yet they're being sold at more than full price here in Nigeria, like really, really, really expensive. So what actually is happening is that Nigerians are paying full whack for things that in the Western world people would not buy. So the average middle class Nigerian is going into a supermarket and thinking, oh great, I'm getting a Western product. But it's like what I would consider to be off. I wouldn't touch like biscuits or things like that that are like a month before their due date, particularly if they've had a year and a half like already, like they were manufactured a year and a half ago. Because as we know, the quality of food declines, even though things might be okay to eat. When they reach the sell-by date, the quality isn't that great. I like things to be as near to the date of manufacture as possible. And in Nigeria, we're just not getting that. And we're paying so much more than it actually costs in the UK. Like, you know, I can understand you add on your little bit for transportation, importation, etc. But sometimes these things are 3-4 times the price of what you could find, how much they cost in the UK. And I think that's really crazy. It's almost as if all the substandard food, all the food that the Western world doesn't want, they ship it to Nigeria and then they make Nigerians pay through the nose for it. I'm sure whoever is wholesaling these items, whoever's sending them to Africa, is basically selling them at a really cheap rate, and the retailer is making bucket loads of profit on these products. So what I do is I completely steer clear away from anything that's been imported from the UK. I can tell you 99% of the time it is really close to its sell-by date, and it's like, nah, I wouldn't touch it. So yeah, so this video has just been to give you a bit of an update about the situation in Nigeria. When your relatives, when your friends in Nigeria are telling you things are hard, people are hungry, it's true. It's really expensive. Salaries are not increasing, but food prices are totally increasing, and things are tough. So I guess everyone has to tighten their belt, and we'll see how it goes. So for me and Valerie and Isaac, we try and tighten our belts during the week, and then at the weekend we splash out. We go and have a major buffet at the Expen Icon Hotel in Uyo, just to kind of make sure that our taste buds get a bit of, I don't know, stimulation. We cheat, yeah, I know, we cheat, but yeah, it's difficult. Going to market is difficult, especially like if this is not the first time that you've been in Nigeria. If it's the first time you've been in Nigeria, you'll accept whatever price you see, right? But for me, I've been coming for a very long time now, so I've seen prices increase, and it's kind of like, I don't like it. Like another thing that's super expensive now is UHT milk. There was a time when UHT milk was like 1,000 naira for kind of like a litre. Now you're looking at sometimes 2,500. You know, it's madness. Powdered milk is super expensive too. And I guess the best thing here that you can do is stick to native foods and minimize the amount of protein that you're having. And I guess you can't eat meat with your 3 meals a day. So it's meat once a day or proteins once a day. We tend to stick with fish. Chicken used to be my go-to, or turkey, but turkey is even more expensive than chicken. Yeah, so it's going to be fish maybe 1 time a day, and then we have the splash out on a Sunday. And that's basically it. Gary, I don't have to buy Gary for quite a while, because as you may have seen in a previous video, we made some Gary in the village, so I've got a whole bunch of that that's going to last me a while. I don't eat it too much anyway, but because it's really high in carbs and stuff, but that's all okay. I bought a big bag of rice when I got here. We actually haven't had any rice. I haven't cooked any rice at home actually, but I will do. But that's super expensive, so we're going to use it sparingly. So That's it, guys. That's it. We are hungry here in Nigeria. We're not hungry. There's food, but it's just expensive. Guys, if you like this video, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and all those good things. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.